gonna have some apple pie oatmeal this morning. I'll probably add some yogurt and some almonds as well. And that'll be great. I'm using 1/8 of a cup of almonds because that's 2 points. Late afternoon, I've already had lunch earlier today and I just needed a pick-me-up before going to the gym. So I'm having these blackberries, 0 points, 2 of these thin stackers and I'm having PB2 here, not this Jif here's for my kids. So that's 1 point, and then I've got 1 point for these thin stackers. So, and then I've got this almond milk here, so I've got 1 point, 2 points, 3 points for this snack. And I'm eating out of a measuring cup because I want to feel glamorous. I'm working this $1 million Monopoly game here from Albertsons, and so I have to tear off all these little doodads. And look how many cards I have. I've got like a ton of these things to go through and see if I can win anything. I'd be really happy if I even won $5 after spending the time on this board. But hey, it's fun. You never know. Tonight, and my hubby has to work, so he can't share the time with me here. So I'm going to do the best that I can. I didn't get out on a bike ride today, so I'm going to get in there. I'm probably going to do the bike, the elliptical, do a run, and then do some weights. I can't say my W's. I'm home, had an awesome workout, and now I really want like a really big bean and cheese burrito. And what I'm gonna do is I want a 0 point cheese. I want a fat-free cheese. But I want something that I'm familiar with, that I know is going to be good for me. It's going to taste good. So I'm going to use, a lot of people are familiar with the simple daily recipes, that nacho cheese sauce that you can make at home. I'm about to make some cheese sauce so I can put into my burrito. Got everything in my Vitamix here. I've got some of these really wonderful grilled piquillo peppers in here instead of the pimientos, and of course there's the oatmeal in there, the cornstarch, lemon juice, onions, whatever else comes in the recipe. And I'm about to add the water. So I'm making my own nacho cheese sauce, and I'm going to cook it and use it in my burrito. I'm gonna put it in here. This is what it looks like right now, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a 1 point sauce. So I'll just put a modest amount in my burrito. And I'm gonna heat it up here on the stove and just keep on turning it while it thickens up. And here it comes. So delicious. Starting to thicken up. I'm going to use these refried beans. I'm in a mad rush to try to get dinner together here. My husband's working tonight and I got to feed the kids. Does anybody else think it's weird how this stuff comes out of here like dog food? I think that's odd. Anyway, I'm getting very hungry. Morning. It is Friday morning and Shane and I are about to hit the road again. It's windy outside, but it's I can't help it. I have to get back on the bike. So even if it's just like an hour ride, we're going to go out and we're going to just get a little bit of sunshine and we're going to brave the wind. And I know it's always harder to pedal, especially dragging a trailer, going in, especially up hills and stuff like that on the bike. But it's so worth it when you're done. You just feel so good. So I'm going to go and that green burrito was amazing last night. It was so good. But, beans, not as much of a problem as garbanzos, so I can deal with it. I had a bit of a stomachache this morning, but I'm okay. So I can't really do beans like 3 times a day or every day even, because it is hard. It's hard for me, in my system. And I have tried the sprouted ones. I get the same thing. But they were really good, and that burrito is going to be a staple in the future. All right. See you guys in a bit. We see you in a little bit. No, you want to come with us? She's too old though. She can't run alongside the bike and she can't fit in the trailer. Sorry, baby. It's the next evening and I have this 88-cent super sweet melon. I'm about to cut it up and share it with the kids. Look at that. It is so tender. It's just ready. Oh boy, I can't wait. Fruit, 0 points. And just got done with the trampoline. First I ran on the treadmill, got a good sweat, and then I came in on the trampoline because I love jumping on my rebounder. And I'm gonna have this while I listen to the Bee Gees because I'm a geek that way. Hey everybody, okay, so it is about 6 o'clock and I'm about to get the kids started on making their own dinner because I gotta get them doing something constructive. They've been at each other for a little while outside, so I didn't go to the gym tonight. I worked out at home. It's Friday night and I'm at home with the kids and my husband is working, so gotta keep him busy. Today I had a very interesting experience. I was coming out of a store and an older gentleman, I want to say an elderly gentleman, but honestly I don't think he was that old. I think he looked really old and his poor body was so broken because he's been through some hard times. But I think that he probably wasn't as old as one would think he was. He wasn't able to move very much at all. And he was pushing a shopping cart. And I looked in the cart and it had, a big plastic bucket full of like plastic bottles. So he was collecting some recyclables. And then what else did he have? He had a backpack in the cart and then a couple of shirts. And I think that was his whole world. And he asked for some change. And I had, I was able to give him a little handful. And then I gave him some other things. I keep some things in the car in case, there are some people who need some, emergency things. And he was real grateful. But we got to talking a little bit and he was a very interesting person. I mean, I was really surprised. His name is Two Feathers and he's a Native American. He was in the Marines at one time. And, I'm taking all of this at face value. Granted, he was showing me, he has all these tattoos everywhere they were the two feather tattoos. So it probably is his name, or it's his adopted name, whichever one it is, what he chooses to go by. And, he told me all about some really interesting stories. I mean, he was telling me that, he was telling me all about life on a reservation and who he was living with and the people he was living with. This very, very interesting stories. He had this one friend who was on the reservation and he had, it's like, I don't know. He was telling me something about how everything was frozen and he found a frozen wolf or something like that and took it home and put it in the freezer to scare his wife or something like that. I thought it was a joke, but I mean, it was kind of weird, that he was telling me this stuff. But he told me that he met Arnold Schwarzenegger because he was a wrestler when he was younger and he did a lot of training, and he was telling me some of the things that he and Arnold Schwarzenegger were talking about, and just different things that he had done. And he told me that he had done if you've ever seen A Man Called Horse, there's this scene where he's like initiated into the tribe, I guess, and it's like, what was it called? It was some sort of a part of the ceremony. It was called Hanging Tree or something like that. And he had to like hang from, I don't know if there were hooks in his chest or something, but he had to like hang from, it looked really scary. But he described the ceremony and he told me that he did this. Two Feathers had done this. And so he opened up his shirt and he showed me the scars. And I thought, okay, that's really weird. I mean, I just thought, either he's really done it or he got into a really bad fight, and they left him scarred up. But we had we talked for a little bit and we laughed for a little bit and really enjoyed his company. I enjoyed meeting this human being, that I think many times maybe I would have probably not paid attention to him on another day, and it just kind of opened my eyes a little bit more, you know, about people. I know you got to be careful out there. You know, you don't know everybody, and you don't know what everybody's intentions are, but you know, treating other people like human beings and giving them something, a smile, you know, the time of day, if it's not unsafe to do that, or just, you know, consideration or something like that. There's something that, you know, you give to each other as human beings. And it was just a really, really blessed experience. But and then also I wanted to share with you another experience. I have a new subscriber. Her name is Mom Inspire, and she makes videos that are inspirational. And I saw one that was particularly, it stuck out to me and it really spoke to me, and it was about you know, self-growth, and you know, that moment, it seemed to address that moment when you're like needing to move on from something, but yet you're holding on to that and you're keeping yourself from reaching greatness for whatever reason. You're holding yourself back. And you know, if there's like, maybe you have a job, you know what I mean, there's something that you need to advance out of, and you don't want to either, because even though you're so uncomfortable being there, that uncomfortability is more familiar to you than what greatness would be to you. So but anyway, that video really touched me, and I'm going to link it below in case you want to see it. Her name is Mom Inspire, and I really liked her video. It was really great. So anyway, I'm going to let you go for tonight. This is long enough. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.